Homeowners in Wesley Chapel say, get this, wild pigs are ruining their lawns and it's costing them hundreds of dollars in damage. The feral animals are digging up yards. Living in the Shellwood Place community, they're looking for food and hogs will eat just about anything. So neighbors in nearby subdivisions also say they noticed those nuisance animals as well. A local wildlife trapper tells us that he caught 65 pigs in a little more than a month. That is more than triple his monthly average. He has caught pigs in Tampa Palms and Seven Oaks, as well as several other communities in that area. An ABC Action News I-Team investigation is helping to inspire a proposed law that would require landlords to tell renters about sinkhole activity. Also this morning, an 8-year-old girl is in critical condition after a head-on collision that killed both of the drivers in Odessa. Deputies say 70-year-old Terry Lee Bronchild was driving a red SUV on Gun Highway near Wayne Road when he crossed into the wrong lanes. He hit 25-year-old Spencer Shret Barnes, who was driving a black pickup at the time. They both died at the scene. Deputies are now investigating why Bronchild drifted into oncoming traffic. It's been more than 100 days since Sarasota teen Jabez Spann was last seen. His family and friends marking his 15th birthday this past week. Then his mother went straight up to Tallahassee for Florida's Missing Children's Day. State officials used that event to educate families on child safety and protection. Now we spoke to Jabez's grandmother, who says she has a message for anyone who knows what happened to her grandson. The family believes Jabez witnessed a murder a week before his disappearance. There is now a $25,000 reward for information that leads to his whereabouts. If you know what happened to him, please call the Sarasota Police Department. Denise Brunji Evans joining me with a pretty unique way that you are engaging teens and keeping them away from drugs and violence. A cruise ship getaway turns into a 6 stay at sea when hundreds of passengers fall ill on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. In total, 332 people got sick just days after that ship left port in Fort Lauderdale. The Independence of the Seas was headed to Jamaica when passengers started swarming the doctors on board. A letter sent out on board the ship said some reported having gastrointestinal illnesses thought to be the norovirus. One mom says those doctors on the ship were overwhelmed. The ship returned to port yesterday to be deep cleaned before it leaves on another cruise this Thursday. Royal Caribbean says lab tests will be done to determine the exact cause of that illness. I like it. That's what Florida life is about.
The only snow we're going to see is the little snow.
Polk County teacher is giving back in a pretty big way. She is turning a negative stigma of needing help into something cool. ABC Action News reporter Andrea Lyon shows us the person behind a movement to help children in need. We have an update on that Tampa strip mall fire we told you about yesterday morning. Firefighters now say it started in the attic of a nail salon. Flames broke out early yesterday morning at the strip mall on Waters Avenue near Armenia. That fire damaging several units and causing smoke damage throughout the building. Now one business owner tells us that he cannot return to work during his busiest time of the year. That damage to the building is estimated to be at $800,000. 2 firefighters suffered minor injuries while fighting those flames as well. But I-Team investigator Adam Walser has learned Pasco County officials accepted multiple reports from an unlicensed engineer without notifying homeowners. Welcome back. The FDA has a new warning for parents of teenagers. The companies marketing and distributing the chocolate powder Coco Loco and Legoline syrup are getting letters from federal investigators. It says they are not safe and the companies are violating regulations. So what are they? Well, Legoline syrup claims it's like codeine but can be bought legally without a prescription. And like the chocolate powder, when snorted, it can give you a high. The companies must now respond to the FDA's request. On that same note, there is now new hope on the horizon for those who are fighting opioid addiction. The FDA has approved a new treatment that recovery centers say will save lives. Sublocade is a once-a-month injection. This treatment helps curb the desire to use opioids. It also blocks the withdrawal effects. Now, Bay Area recovery centers hope to offer these injections starting as early as next month. Unfortunately, since then, we've been flooded with calls from other families dealing with the same issue. And as it turns out, it is not an easy fix. Again, that was Carson Chambers reporting. Now, neighbors hope to see changes, including maybe speed bumps, flashing lights, and something to make stop signs more visible to the drivers there. Welcome back. A vacation getaway turns into a nightmare at sea for passengers on board the Royal Caribbean. Our Isabel Rosales is joining us live in studio right now. And Isabel, more than 330 people got sick on the ship. As ABC Action News reporter Jake Peterson tells us, the loans are giving opportunities to those who need them the most. Nick Vojtovich joining us.
Yeah,
from
you
Little
got
Big
it. It's
Red
very
Rock,
good.
And he's showing us how to make tamales.
Tamales, very good.